How old are you?
Lola, 28.
Okay.
Hunter, 27.
All right. What's the goal for tonight?
Get drunk, have a good time.
All right. What about you?
Yeah, same.
Okay. Well, now let me ask you this. What type of man do you like?
Rich.
Okay, can you describe a little more?
Let's go.
That's it? Rich, period? Okay.
Okay. Okay, so I like my man to, be funny, rich, of course. Okay, let me not say that. I have a taste. I'm already married, so.
I can't believe this stuff is so wild. You out there giving a whole street interview married, talking about you want your man rich. So what you was really doing is fishing for a sponsor. That's what you was doing on this live street interview. Whole time married, got a whole husband at home, out there in the street. Look, I'm just saying, if you were my wife, you wouldn't be on the streets like that, bro. You're just too revealing. Are you really even married? Let's just put it like that, all right? Are you really even there? Are you really even a wife? You really showcasing yourself right now, dude. You think a rich man is just gonna see this and be like, oh, cool, she wants to get married. All right, I think she's wifey material. Not at all. You're far from wifey material. Golly, bro. This is so sad.
So my thing is, I love facials. Like I love facials. It's like a job well done. Like good job. I love them. My favorite thing to do is to distract them so much and like have them kiss me right after. Like it's a win for me.
I've never been that distracted in my life.
Yo, for her to want to play the game of kiss me back after getting absolutely face plattered is so wild. It's diabolical games, bro. Y'all think women don't purposely want to do stuff for their own dark sense of humor? You are totally wrong.
Somebody had actually left a comment. If y'all gonna have kids, y'all need to have them soon.
I seen that.
You seen it?
Saw that.
They said y'all are gonna be 40 having like a 5-year-old or
That's
a 4-year-old. So if you don't have them in the next 5 years, y'all just shouldn't have them. And it's like I didn't need to have a kid at 22, and because you had one at 22, does that make you better than me? I mean, I'm just saying, like, I hate when people try to put those time frames on people like, oh, you're not gonna be able to run with your kids, you're not gonna be able to play with them. Because baby, I be in the gym.
I ain't gonna lie. Be smart when you have kids, all right? Be smart. Be smart. If you could plan it out, all right? You can wait. There's no rush to have kids. Maybe you'll change your mind when you're in your mid-30s. Maybe you'll change your mind in your late 20s. I'm just saying, plan it out. Be smart.
We talked for 2 weeks straight and you called me every single day, all the time, and all of a sudden it just got dry.
If someone were to ask you, who is this man to you, what would you say?
A thing of the past. Like, what I was giving was great, but what he needed was not what I was giving. You know what I mean?
Can you ask her what I needed?
Oh. Does she know what you needed?
Not too.
Go ahead, ask her.
He would just like a little more affection than I am trying to give. And like we said before,
I'm 30 and Shawty's taking too long. Fuck, bro, respectfully, I'm falling back off you.
100% facts. Look, I really haven't. We've been watching Pop the Balloon for how long? For a good long time. Now, the whole premise of the show is find love or pop the balloon or find love. My guy, everybody's popping. No one's found love yet. Let's just put it right there. So in the meantime, we might as well just run those cheeks. You know, that's pretty much it. Run me those cheeks over here, bro. That's all we want. That's all he wants. That's what he's saying. All right? He wants that physical love. All right? He done made it all this way. He committed to flying, being on the show, picking you, doing all this. He trying to see what you about. That's what it is. Now, she literally is on there trying to find love, but I'm telling you, no one's really found true love on this show just yet. No, I don't think it's gonna happen anyway.
If I find out a man's cheating on me, I'm not even gonna tell him I know. I'm just gonna say, okay, this is an open relationship now. I'm gonna do me, you do you. I'm not even gonna confront you about it, because if I'm not gonna leave you, there's really no reason to talk about it. I could give a less for you to take the opportunity to lie to my face. If I catch you in some shit, then I'm gonna just move accordingly, call it what you want, but you open the relationship, you can't be mad at no one but yourself. How am I supposed to know that you don't want to open a relationship if you over here opening it?
Yeah, at this point, y'all don't even need to be together. Let's just put it like that. It's a total waste of time. Why waste your time? You don't even seem to be wanting an open relationship. It's not going to get you anywhere. He didn't cheat it. You're going to go do you. He's going to live in resentment. You're going to live in resentment. It's going to happen. Might as well just break up. It's a normal thing to do. I don't understand why people be so scared of breaking up because they have financial obligations. I get it. Oh, you didn't put your name in that car, or his name is his, and if y'all split up, he's gonna have to take your car back, and you're gonna save a breakup just so you can have a car. Meanwhile, you get what I'm saying? Dog, you're gonna take this punishment from her because you know, the car that you're driving is in her name or whatever it is, or, you know, you living underneath her roof, man. Look, sometimes you're just gonna have to take a breakup comes with negative effects a lot of times. So just gonna have to deal with it, man, and just move on and put that energy into something that's more fruitful.
Why is it okay to be a single dad but not a single mom? I scrolled past a video of a single dad with 4 kids. He's doing great, doing his things. Looked in the comments, all the comments were positive. Then I scrolled past and seen another video of a single mom with 4 kids. All of them comments was negative. Talking about you shouldn't have had all them kids. Is it because y'all hate women?
It's not that. It's not that we had single moms sit there and have a bunch of kids, and look, we don't know the reasons, but if the reasons is she has multiple kids by multiple baby daddies, that's ultimately her decision. And we say this all the time. You can get mad at me all you want, all right? But after the 3rd kid, after the 2nd kid, you know, normally you got a +1, +2 family, a family of 4. You might even get the family of 5 and like, I'm gonna try it. Let's just say after the 3rd kid, what are you really thinking? You get what I'm saying? Especially if it was with different people. You gotta be either married and secure in a relationship or what? Or something. You just gotta be, something's wrong with you, dog. You in some infatuation phase with a man, a single dad. Look, you don't see single dads a lot out there because, hey, a lot of times child support and custody battles always award them with moms anyway. So when you see a single dad on their shit, working out, taking care of their kids, you're like, damn, that's like a unicorn in the field right there. You gotta give man mad props.
And I think, from birth, we kind of cultivate the meanness in our women. Like, and I'm saying daddies included. We all produce little princesses from the time they come out. They are a princess. They are royalty from the time they come out. Haven't done anything, but they're princesses. I have a little princess. She was a princess day one. What did she do? Nothing. How many little kings do we have? Every once in a while, you'll have a dude that's that dude, and he like, yeah, my boy's a king, like off the rip. But most of the time, kingship has to be earned.
Right.
So when that starts from the beginning like that, that's something that's hard to break.
You know, there's a lot of truth behind what he's saying. You know, we always want to speak strength and all this into our sons. You know, when I had my first son, my firstborn, he's a boy, he's a man, and I'm like, man, this is gonna be my dude. We're gonna, you know, we're gonna teach him how to lift weights. I'm gonna, you know, and that's my guy, all right. But the crazy thing is, he has a lot to do to get to that level. You know, as men, we gotta, if you want to grow up and be a boy, like, you know, as dads, you're like, yo, I want my son to be a quarterback. You know how much work that's gonna be for him to be a quarterback? It's gonna be a lot of work. But if you have a little girl, she's out and she's the sweetest thing in the world, you just want her to dance, sing, and be a princess and be, your little baby darling. All you gotta do is tell her no, 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 and tell the other guys no, 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 or stay away, stay from where. It's more like gatekeeping, in other words. But you in your mind, you're just saying like, hey, look, I just want her to be perfect, and I just want her to stay perfect, not mess around, don't do anything crazy, don't mess around with boys. It's gonna happen, I get it, but look, man, I'm gonna do my best to to steer her the right way. But yeah, for men, good point. We got a lot of shit to do before we can even get to that kingship level. I totally agree.
Do you like when a guy smacks it on your tongue?
Maybe like my face, not really, I guess like my tongue. Maybe like a little bit on my face though, preferably. No, I don't think so.
Really?
I don't know.
That's surprising because you said them in. What is it you like about on the face?
Just like hitting me around, but like not too hard. Like just some action, but not too.
Dating is so sad now that you'll be scared to leave the person you're with because you might end up with someone 10 times worse than them. If you got somebody good, just hold on to them because it's nothing out here. It's nothing out here.
It's not only that, man. You know, you don't think you have somebody bad, and you don't want to even work on it. You know, a lot of times we just, we want to automatically jump ship and go to the next thing without actually putting in some goddamn work. Sometimes you got to put in some work in a relationship to make things happen, and so a lot of people are like, I don't want to put in the work, so you know what, someone else got to be better. But at the same time, there's a certain comfort level and a settled level with the relationship you have. You got there by putting in time. Yes, that's one element of relationships, but you got to put in a little work too. You got to make sure that you actually cultivate that relationship into a nice, loving relationship where each other respects one another, and they actually care about one another. Y'all do things. You get what I'm saying? It's actually a growing environment. But now these days, this young generation don't want to work. You got to work for it. You can put in the time, but you got to work for it.
Here's the problem with so many women who are out here looking for the nice guy now. They want the nice guy because you've had all the guys that you could possibly imagine and you've been ran through. Basically, that's what it is. Let's be real. It's called spade a spade. So you've been out there experiencing life, living it up, sleeping with all the guys that you want. Now, nobody wants you. Nobody wants to settle down with you. So now you want to find a nice guy and pretend to be something that you're not so that you can settle down. Because now you're thinking about being a wife. And a lot of times, let's face it, the nice guy is not going to have a limit on how many bodies you got. And 9 times out of 10, you're not going to tell him the truth anyway, if the discussion even comes up, right? And you think he's just going to be listening to the story, right? But here's the thing, with a lot of so-called nice guys, women, you got to understand this. While you were out living your life, living it up, dating whoever you want, sleeping with as many guys as you want, having your little whole vacations, he was also living his life. And he was learning not to listen to the story. But all this nice guy stuff is just a fantasy. And a lot of women have had the right guy. You've had the right guy, but the right guy is going to place boundaries on you. So therefore, you feel, especially most of us melanated women, we don't want to be controlled. You're being controlling. You're trying to tell me how to dress, how to walk, how to talk. The right guy will put parameters on you and your behaviors and where you go because he wants to protect you and because he cares. And the right guy is not going to be with all the fake eyelashes and the nails and the fake this and the fake that and the little short shorts and the little tiny dresses when you go out and the nasty attitude and the, oh, I don't cook. He's not going to be with all that.
At the end of the day, women want to live their life and also do whatever they want in a relationship. Meanwhile, take no responsibilities for any obligations they may have in a relationship. They don't want to be told what they can't do. They don't want to be given boundaries because, oh, look, it's womanizing if you tell me you can't do this. And just be frustrated because they feel like they can't find the right man. But men are naturally going to want to set boundaries. That's what we do. That's a good man that's going to want to keep you and not let you do anything, or not let you falter or drift off. He's going to be like, look, man, I really don't want you to go there. I don't want you wearing that. I love you for who you are. That's negative attention. I don't want you doing that. I don't want you going to this place. Blah, 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 and vice versa. All these other things. But meanwhile, they're just sitting there thinking like it's controlling, and it's this and it's that. And they pass up a good guy all the damn time. Sometimes there's compromise and limits in relationships, all right? Do you have to compromise and set limits for every single thing in every aspect of your life? No. But there's some parts where you're just like, you know what? My partner who I love, dear, this man who I'm dating for about a year, he openly told me not to go here and stop hanging out late. He would rather me home because, that brings him peace. If that brings him peace because, hey, he's saying don't stay out as late as you usually do at this one spot, why not do it and bring this man peace and return get love for it? I don't know. It's just beyond me.
Part 2 of celebrities raising me up in my DMs. But can y'all stop being messy and stop tagging people in the comments? I definitely fangirled for this one, so not too much on me. He sent me a heart and I said I love you real bad because I do love him real bad. Sorry, I'm delusional. Once he said come see me, I already knew his intentions. I wasn't gonna do it. I was just curious. I said, where you at? He said Miami. I thought he was out there for like a show, or so I said, how long are you out there? He said he lives there. That was the end of that. He still watched my stories after that, still watches them here and there, but I already knew what he wanted, and baby, that's not me. I was just intrigued because I do love him and I'm delusional, but I wasn't gonna give him nothing that he wanted. This next man, I used to do tattoos, so he DMs me asking me for a tattoo, and I said yeah. I said come to New York because I am not flying to where you at. This is where it starts getting weird because he did not slide in my DMs to hit on me until this. He wanted me to tattoo his mom, himself, and his sister. So that's where he said he got 3 people for me, and I said, what do you guys want? He said you. I did research on this man, and I found out he has like a wife, mad kids, and it just got real awkward because I was like, I said, what do y'all want? Like, and then he started talking business again, but it was like, bro, like, it was very awkward because it was given like, what was you gonna do if I flew out there and tried to tattoo you? This one I said into his DMs because he looked good. I said, I heard you eat out every day. Come home, let me fix that. Baby, I'm gonna cook you a good meal and you're gonna fall in love. Months later, he don't even check his DMs. Wait, how do you know that? You said it in an interview. He was like, oh, she pays attention. That's when I was mad because he was taking dumb long to reply. And I said, so you reply every 3 business months. Got it. I eventually saw him at an event and it was kind of awkward. He reached for a side hug, told me to put my number in his phone, and just never texted me. He was entertaining conversation in the DMs, and then when we met in person accidentally, he just didn't get. And it's like, cool, if you thought I was ugly in person, that's fine, but there was really no point to ask me for my number if you're not gonna use it. Like, that's just pointless.
I really thought that DMs from celebrities would be a much more like entertaining, all right? These are basic level DMs, but I guess when you're a celebrity and you verified, you really don't have to say much. You can just say, come to me. And how many DMs they have that's, you know, that's just DM, they can DM and just off the strength of their name, popularity, whatever they do, that whatever riz they have, I mean, whatever statue they have, they can pretty much say, just come to me, and a wide variety of women will probably just do it just cause. So yeah, maybe they don't have to go all out. I was expecting somebody to drop some fire lines, but maybe they just don't have to.
When the girls are taking pictures with their butt to the camera, is that not looking for attention, specifically male attention, if you are attracted to men? I'm just trying to make it make sense. You got your whole behind. That's all we see is your butt. It's there. But yet you're trying to convince us that it's not for attention. I don't need attention. I don't need a man attention. I don't do it for the man. But your whole behind, that's all we see. That's it. That's it. You got a little piece of your face hanging from the side, but all we see is that. That's what we get. So I'm trying to figure out, when we say these things, ladies, I want you to know that it doesn't make sense. I want you to know that it sounds foolish and you're not convincing anyone but yourself. You're not. Because there's no way that you can say, I don't need attention. I don't do it for the male gaze. I don't care what men think. But every time you take a photo, your butt, you want to make it known, seen that you have a butt. Like, we all have a behind. We do, right? We were all born with one. But ladies, when you take that picture, ask yourself, why am I posing so my butt is facing the camera? Make it make sense.
Look, at the end of the day, we all still show animalistic behavior. Men like to work out. We want to have broad shoulders. We want to have the big arms, strong legs, because what? You know, we want to have that, you know, that dominance over maybe the fellow man, or you want to show like, hey, I'm bigger than the next man. And women tend to like that. They say, hey, broad shoulders, You know, it displays a sense of confidence and protection, right? Naturally, right? So women probably take that in their own twisted mind, say, hey, you know, I'm gonna just poke out my booty like this, you know, and really peacock it and become a little peacock, thinking that it's gonna get a man's attention. It's just animalistic behavior. Meanwhile, they don't have to do that all the time. But you gotta limit that stuff. You can't, every photo on social media, it doesn't have to be you with a knee up or in your heel up trying to, you know, show some skin. It doesn't have to be like that. Not all the time.
Guys, this is how women exploit good men, sometimes without you even realizing it. Number 1, using his kindness to make him weak. It's no secret that good men usually lead with kindness, but a lot of women exploit that. They take advantage of his generosity, stringing him along to get what they want without giving him anything in return. Over time, this drains a man emotionally, spiritually, and financially, making him more guarded and less open in future relationships. Number 2, friend-zoning him for attention. Women know the power of attention, and they keep good men in the friend zone to milk them for validation. She doesn't see him as a serious option, but keeps him around because he boosts her ego from time to time. This damages a man's self-respect and confidence, making him question his own worth and status. Number 3, testing his limits. No good women usually push good men to their limits with their constant tests, whether it's emotional manipulation or creating unnecessary drama. They know that most men will bend to compromise, but this leads to frustration and emotional burnout. He eventually becomes resentful and emotionally detached, leaving him a shell of his former self. Number 4, using him as a backup plan. Some women treat good men like safety nets. She'll keep him in her life as a plan B while chasing the attention of other men. When those guys don't work out, she falls back on the good guy, knowing he'll be there. Because of this, he becomes very emotionally numb, which ruins his faith and trust in future relationships. Number 5, disrespecting his boundaries. Women can exploit a good man by disregarding his boundaries. She'll cross the line, ignore his standards, and make decisions for him like it's no big deal. And a good man, trying to keep the peace, starts backing down. Slowly, he loses control, and before he knows it, he's not the man that he used to be. She stripped away all of his confidence and self-respect. Number 6, undermining his masculinity. One thing that women know very well, women know how to tear down a man's confidence by going straight for his masculinity. She belittles his goals, makes fun of his career or his desires, slowly chipping away at his self-esteem. Over time, he starts doubting himself, and before he knows it, she's completely emasculated him and taken away his drive. Number 7, playing the victim. Women know how to flip the script by playing the victim, which effectively traps good men in toxic situations. She'll use guilt and reverse psychology to make him feel like her well-being is his responsibility, even though she's the one that's causing issues. This locks him down, making him feel obligated to stay, even when the relationship is dragging him down. If you've ever experienced any of these, then you're being exploited and used. It's time to stop letting women drain your worth. Remember, your value is non-negotiable. So with that being said, until the next video, I'll see you guys later.
You gotta really give thanks to Olivia for really putting these well thought out videos together. Much love and respect to you guys. What do you guys think about this last clip? Leave your thoughts in the comments, and nonetheless, please smash that like button and sub if you haven't subbed. I'll see y'all in the next video.